got 30 goals.
Phenomenal, Paul. I mean, Country Mile is player of the season. There's no doubt of that. I'd never expect him. And I'd say he's not a natural finisher, sorry. But his finish on Saturday after the ball for Callum was excellent. It was a proper striker's finish, going through and goalkeeper. And I always think when he's got that wee bit more time, that's not at his best. But it was a brilliant finish, brilliant ball. And listen, he just wants to score out of time. His movement for the goal, for the one that Jota scores, because Kuhn put the ball in, but his movement off the defender was excellent. He gets a header in, so he's got a mixture to it. And listen, great credit to him, because it was all the questions we asked about. Does he score enough goals? Is he a natural striker? Still, the jury's out me on that. I would always think if Maeda was getting the same chances, would he take them? And I would think he's a more natural finisher still, even though he's got 30 goals. But by a country mile, his consistency has been unbelievable, and the amount of goals he scores has been fantastic. I've never seen it coming, I must admit.
He had the talent to do it.
Mark Guidi.
Yeah, they want Maeda to sign a new deal, and rightly so. He's fantastic. Peter's right. He should win the Player of the Year by country mile. 30 goals. He's not a natural number 9. He's got Celtic out a hole, considering they sold their number 1 striker in January. What was really interesting for me, Paul, on Friday when Brendan did his presser, was he name-checked Dermot Desmond.
I noticed that. What was that about?
Well, take that one of two ways. Brendan says, I've spoken to Dermot and I've spoken to the club basically about his desire to get Daizen Maeda to sign a new deal. So I've never heard Brendan name check Dermot Desmond when he's talking about contract talks for a player. So that tells me, that shows you how serious it is when he's gone to Dermot personally to say, Dermot, we need to get this guy hooked up. Let's have a proper conversation. And also, I wonder, what does it tell you about the hierarchy at the club when Brendan's having to say go to Dermot directly? So I don't know, you can read that as being why does he feel the need to go to Dermot? Why not just speak to the hierarchy at the club? So an interesting one. So it's really, I think it just shows you though what we can take for sure. You can speculate on the other reasons, but the main reason is he has made it Dermot's business to basically say, I want you to get involved as the main guy and go and get this guy tied up.
Peter?
What did you say?
27?
Well, that's the thing now, because they'll be saying to themselves, well, okay, if he's wanting a 5-year deal or something like that, for talking sake, what players want now for that security. If they're going to say it's either that choice you've got to make, we're going to get big bucks from him if somebody comes in from the summer, that's the only way we'll sell him. Or is it a year left after this summer? I'm not 100% sure.
2 years.
I think he was one of the ones when they sold Matt O'Reilly, 3 or 4 of them get new deals,
right.
and I think Maeda was one of them.
So I think what they'll try and do is they'll either say, is he going to sign it? That'll be down to him. Let's give him the offer that we feel is we're more than capable of keeping him here with. And if it's not, then they will sell him, because there is absolutely no doubt they'll be interested when he scores that amount of goals and playing for Japan as well, and the pressing he does. And you were talking about Bayern Munich and all that. They were all the ones that was preparing for Maeda. You know what I'm saying? The big clubs were talking about how these stats were, and all these clubs look at the stats and the players' running stats and whatever, and Maeda blew them all away with it. They couldn't believe the work ethic he was putting in all the games. So that's something all these clubs look at now. If they can't agree something, I'm sure that's what Brendan's doing it for. If it's not going to be him, we better have big money to bring someone else in right away. I think that's the way Brendan's looking at it.